What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Yeah, No, No, Yeah. This is going to be a bit of a different episode in the fact that we had two separate audio recordings, both of which were recorded at different times. One was recorded a few weeks before the other one, but we ended up just combining them into one recording. The first 25 minutes or so of this recording is when Liam and I met up in real life. We recorded an episode in person. That was when him and all of our other friends visited us and we had a great time. So the reason that recording is much shorter than the second recording in this episode is because we weren't in our sharpest minds. There was a lot going on. We were very hungover, to be honest, because there was a lot of partying and it wasn't the most planned out episode. So it didn't really warrant a full length, so we just recorded a second part a few weeks later after everyone left to go back to where they lived. And so a lot of this episode, the main topic is kind of just talking about the trip, talking about, our experience and like everything we did during the time that we met up. And it was a lot of fun, and we hope you enjoy listening to it. We also talk about a lot of other stuff, like all the movies that we watched and all the stuff we did. So, as always, look in the description for the timestamps, the poll, our Instagram link trees, all of that stuff in the description. Reach out to us on Instagram if you'd like to send us questions. And of course, please take the 2 seconds to rate the podcast. It would mean the world to us. And so, yeah, just wanted to put that out there that this is two recordings put together into one episode, and we hope you guys enjoy it. So let's get into the episode. All right.
Well, this is weird.
Yeah. Well, this is your idea. You wanted this.
What do you mean?
No, I mean, like, you wanted to do a recording in person.
I think we both did.
Well, yeah, we did.
It's just strange, like, the way that we're doing it. It's like, should we be doing it on Discord?
Yeah. Let's just clink. I know your glass isn't full, but let's clink a glass. There you go. This is in person now, so like we can finally clink physical drinks, not just through a computer screen.
It's real.
It is real.
And it's been crazy. I'm just a bit out of it right now.
Explain why.
We drank a lot.
Yeah.
Last night, as per every night that I've been here.
Yeah, it's been pretty bad. Like, we've been going pretty hard.
Yeah.
Like, I've been hungover this entire time that you've been here, honestly.
We had a detox day, but like,
it didn't really help.
I don't know.
It didn't help me.
Well, that was the day. That was like the only day where I really couldn't sleep. Like after that, feels like I need to drink to go to sleep now.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It is 2:14 in the afternoon right now, and we're drinking, what is this, White Russians, basically?
Yep.
Yeah.
Not the greatest ones, I'll admit, but
still pretty good.
It might have been the creamer, honestly, because I don't usually have it with creamer.
Yeah,
because that makes it feel more thick.
But it is good. All right, well, I guess good thing and bad thing. What was a good thing that happened to you and a bad thing in the past week or two?
See, I read the bad thing was like turbulence on the plane, but I feel like it's just planes in general. I'm gonna say that I hate planes.
Yeah,
I hate them so much. Like I was usually fine with them, and I found them like sort of just relaxing and cool and whatever and all that. But I hate them now. I hate fucking planes.
If you were able to sleep on them, then that'd be good. But since you can't,
but yeah, I can't do it. I mean, I tried to sleep as much as I could, didn't work.
I don't mind planes, but then again, I've never had a flight as long as yours. So, but a good thing?
Everything about the trip, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm dead right now, but I haven't felt this good in a while.
So dead and feeling good.
It's all just great. Everyone I've met has been lovely, and it's a good time.
That's good.
And I love this place. It's so relaxing.
I'm glad, because, I was afraid people would be bored here. There's really not much to see.
I think the people make it.
The people. Yeah, it's the people, not the place. But yeah, we would have a lot of fun getting drunk almost every night, watching movies, and just hanging out, doing a lot of karaoke.
Too much.
Yeah, which we still, there's more to come too.
Like, I don't think we're going to tone it down. I really don't.
I mean, at some point we'll have to, like Friday night, I don't know if I'm going to be able to drink much Friday night because I do work that next day. But other than that.
Well, we got Drown coming up.
Oh, God. Yeah, for those who don't know, there's this one bar in town that every Wednesday, then it's called Drown, and you just go in there, give them $10 at the door. You get pretty much unlimited drinks for the whole night. Like, just free drinks.
That's such a cool concept to me.
Still kind of a cesspool when you walk in, like it really is. Just,
yeah, I couldn't believe it because it's just like it was immediately steamy. All you could smell was sweat.
Yeah,
and
it was really gross.
There was a dude with his shirt off, like whipping it around and shit, and I was like, all right. It's just college people everywhere, and yeah.
It's total just like frat party stupid atmosphere, but like it's fun, I guess.
The actual like bar itself was like flooded, like where you actually like lean on to like get the drinks and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
the
that
counter.
It's just wet.
It was just a big pool. But that's where me and Liam went as soon as after I picked him up from the airport. So it was midnight and like we're both probably tired, but I told him about it and then we just walked to the bar at 1 a.m.
Yeah. Got like a good hour and 20 minutes or something.
Mm-hmm. It was a good introduction. Yeah, and it's just been nothing but drinks since then. I haven't drank this consistently in a while. This is like not... I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen too.
Of course it was going to happen, yeah.
God. I mean, that does tie into one of the questions we got from Sir Tone Reviews. He pretty much asked me, like, have I been drunk this entire time since Liam got here? And yeah, sadly,
Pretty
drunk or
much,
hungover. I mean, I'm sober most of the time, but like, I'm just hungover. And then I have to drink again to get rid of it. And then it's a never-ending cycle.
What do you think was like the best night that we had getting drunk so far?
Oh, if I can even remember. Well, I really did like the first night with you because, like, you know, you just got here. I don't know, drown, like, just getting all those drinks. It was really short, but, like, of course, like, after, getting drunk, then, like, we're walking home at 2 a.m., just having, like, deep conversations. It was a good way to loosen up, I think. No, probably the night after that Julia arrived. That was probably my favorite, because then we just stayed up doing karaoke, hanging out. That was fun. Oh man, but the other night was really fun too at my place.
The Morbius night.
The Morbius night was fun.
Quinn has finally been mobbed.
Yeah, we all got together, like me, Chandra, Kath, Julia, Liam, all 5 of us, and just got together and watched Morbius. Had a lot of drinks and then played games. Had a good time. So there will be more to come. For sure.
We've still got to do that crazy off your face like night that I'm planning like with that playlist of mine. Like I made a playlist called If I Owned a Club. Like and I want to do that. Go fucking wild and everyone's just gonna be amazed.
Yeah. That would maybe be a good night too to do that TikTok trend, the like, this is my first drink of the night. This is my second drink of the night.
I'll be busy DJing.
Yeah, that's true. Or yeah, the drown night would actually be a good one too for that. Like at Drown, even though they water down their drinks, like I mean, people
tell the story.
Yeah, we just went there and like I was always curious as to how they got away with this like deal. Like, how do you give people just free drinks for only $10 like the whole night? We noticed they're these small cups and they fill them. They overflow it with ice. 90% of the fucking cup is ice. Well, 100% of it is ice. And then they like pour like 5% of the cup is alcohol. The rest is just whatever fucking mixer you put with it. And so it's barely any alcohol. I mean, and plus there's this guy. We asked for vodka tonics and he poured the whole cup full of the tonic, but then I'm convinced he forgot the vodka because I did not see him grab the bottle. And so
he forgot or he
forgot it, or he was just trying to screw us over.
Yeah.
But yeah, we didn't taste anything, so we had to ask one of the other girls working, like, this guy didn't give us any vodka, give us our vodka.
She was so nice, she just like poured the vodka in immediately.
Yeah, but then she poured it all on top, and then it was all just sitting on the top.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah.
I don't think those people are there like to actually mix drinks properly. They're just there to like...
No, these are like freaking college kids that are just, they know how to put 2 and 2 together. They're not real bartenders.
And we've been to like cocktail bars and stuff, and
yeah,
like, some of those people are just like the best.
Oh, it's way better. It's like a night and day difference. Yeah, that was really nice.
Well, you haven't done your good and bad.
Oh yeah, I guess I haven't. Well, my good obviously is that, I mean, this whole trip, like this whole visit with you guys. Yeah, I mean, it's so crazy. The thought of like how this all happened. It's just been a lot of fun.
It's just wild that it all happened.
Yeah, I still am not even gonna be able to process it until like after it's over, honestly. This whole thing has felt like a dream. It really has. My bad thing, I haven't even thought about that. Probably just being hungover every single day. Literally, that is like the worst part. I feel like I can't think. I feel tired. I just feel like shit until the night comes around, and then we start drinking again, then we feel good again. And then it's just, like I said, it's a never ending cycle. So we're not alcoholic. I'm making it.
We are at this point.
Only, yeah, true. We're drinking White Russians at 2 p.m. I mean, but it's a vacation. It's a time to celebrate.
After this, you can think about your health, but
Yeah, not now. This is a time for partying, I guess. But yeah.
We still have a lot of movies to catch up on.
We do.
We're like slowing down on movies and like speeding up the partying all the time.
Yeah, which I think after this recording, we're going to try and watch something like probably Under the Skin.
Yeah.
Liam's been wanting to show me that, and
that's like the first of like the heavy ones we watched, I think, really, because
it probably would be, because
it's mostly been like comedy or like lighthearted stuff.
Yeah, I can like quick find everything that we watched since you've been here. Yeah, the first movie that me and Liam watched was, because we both love Willem Dafoe, and it's like such a bro movie, like just a crazy action comedy, but like The Boondock Saints. I just thought that'd be a fun like first movie to watch, and it was really fun. It was.
And we can't stop quoting it.
Yeah. I just keep thinking about that. Catch you on the flip side. It was a fun movie, and then after that, Liam showed me The Guard. Really good. It was great. I gave it 4 out of 5. That was hilarious. Like just really dry comedy, but it was really good.
Yeah. I love that movie.
Yeah. I literally, it's only the one scene that really I could not stop laughing at, though. When the scene, there's the whole conversation between Don Cheadle and Brendan Gleeson in the car at night.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, he was talking about how Brendan Gleeson was talking about how he went to Disneyland alone. I like Goofy. Goofy's my favorite. And then also how he's like, I don't want to see a picture of the baby. He's like, all babies look the same, unless it's an ugly baby. So unless you're going to show me a picture of an ugly baby, then don't bother. It was fucking hilarious. And then I'm happy that Liam almost kind of changed his mind on Mark Wahlberg with The Other Guys, because I mean The Other Guys is like one of my favorite comedies. Like I've watched it so many times, and
we brought it up quite a lot.
Yeah, and that's a really quotable movie too, and it's just hilarious. But yeah, he liked it, so I'm happy, because it's Adam McKay and Mark Wahlberg, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, The Other Guys was actually good, like surprisingly.
Yeah,
but I don't like the main two like in a lot of things, but they actually work really well in that.
Yeah, and I don't really love Will Ferrell that much in a lot of these types of comedies either, but like this is my favorite comedy Will Ferrell performance. Like he's just so much different than what he usually is. Like he's not dumb. He's like the complete opposite. Like he's just like a nerd, and he's like smart.
I don't know what I would say for him. Probably like Anchorman, honestly. I like Anchorman a lot, and that's Adam McKay.
That's true. Yeah, that is.
I think that and The Other Guys are like his only films I like, honestly.
Yeah.
Like he's just better when he does like comedies that are just dumb.
And not like up his own ass, like trying to say something important. And then another comedy, which is honestly really underrated, and we got to all go watch it in the theater after we picked up Kath. It was really fun, but we watched The Burbs. I don't know who's heard of it, but yeah.
I didn't even like look it up or anything before we watched it. I just like heard you say that like we got a ticket for it or something. And I was like, all right, I'll come. I didn't know what it was, didn't know who was in it. I just sat down and I was like, okay.
I don't know how to describe it. It's just underrated comedy.
It
like
is really good.
Yeah. And of course we watched Morbius, which I mean we could talk like more in depth about if we wanted to, like how this is not like nearly as bad as everyone is saying. It's really not.
I don't think it is. It is generic in a lot of ways, like the dialogue and stuff and all of the like story beats. But it's quite good, I think. I don't think it's that bad.
It is generic in a lot of ways and like really kind of bland, and like I don't know how to describe. The dialogue is terrible, but it's
really dumb lines.
But it's hilarious at the same time, and like the CGI, the face CGI is bad, like it just is. But I don't care. I mean, it's like it's campy, it's stupid, it's just fun, and I mean the Matt Smith dance was pretty epic.
we can probably agree it would have been better if Sam Raimi did it.
Yeah, if Sam Raimi did this, then it would be like. Yeah, it would be something really great. It's a guilty pleasure, it really is. And then the most recent movie that we watched, this was yesterday. Oh, wait, no, never mind. This is not the most recent movie because I haven't fucking logged the last one yet. But Sweeney Todd, I'm not a big Tim Burton fan. I'm not a big musical fan, but I really liked it a lot. Like 4 out of 5. Great movie.
Yeah, I still absolutely love it. It's amazing. It's like so good rewatching it because it's been a while for me as well. And yeah, I just love that movie. Best musical.
It is up there. It is one of the best, honestly, that I've seen.
The songs are just so catchy as well.
Yeah, they are. I mean, me and Liam were supposed to do a karaoke duet thing, which would be pretty good. And we watched They Them. How would you describe it?
I don't know how I would describe it. It's indescribable. There was a Pink song at one point.
Yeah.
And it was great. That's what stands out the most, probably.
It was like I couldn't believe what I was watching. Like I've seen that movie twice now. I don't know how I've seen it twice, but it was pretty bad, but pretty good in a way.
There's one person that has the creepiest face I've ever seen in my life.
Oh God, yeah. What was that actor?
Oh God, I don't know.
I don't know either. I just want to quick find them on Letterboxd. If they even have a picture.
I hope not.
Gabriel Darwin Del Fabo, is that it? Let me look up. Just so I can tell people to look this up. Is it musical artist? They're a musical artist. Hopefully their music is better than this movie. Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, Darwin Del Fabro is who we were referring to.
Yeah, he's a creepy looking dude.
And then I guess, which we'll do another episode on this, probably like with Keelan, I think we were planning. But the prequels, Liam finally watched all the Star Wars movies. Watched Revenge of the Sith in the theater, which was really cool.
I've said I'm not a big fan of like Phantom Menace. I really don't like that movie, but Attack of the Clones was an improvement. Not great though, dialogue wise, pretty bad I think. But yeah, Revenge of the Sith is really good. Even if it has like goofy moments, it's just like that's consistent through the prequels anyway.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I've seen it more times than I can count, so obviously I still loved it. And it was the third time I've seen it this year alone, so like I could really just rewatch it anytime. And so that was the most recent movie that we watched. I know tomorrow then we're gonna watch Victoria in the theaters, which will be cool.
Tomorrow, yeah, that's gonna be amazing. Cannot wait for like even just the opening scene, like with the music and stuff in the theater. It'll be amazing. There is one thing, I don't think I mentioned it on the last one or anything because I think it got announced recently. December, like mid-December. We're getting the whale.
Yeah, we're finally
like we got a date for it. It's set now.
December is when it's coming out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sad once it does come out though, because then we can't answer the whale for any most anticipated questions. I'm gonna miss that.
We should just continue doing it every year.
The whale just is like an ongoing joke.
Yeah,
that'd be a good idea. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I really am. I mean, the only Darren Aronofsky movie I still have to watch is Noah, other than The Whale. I've seen all the others.
Noah's not very good.
That's what I've heard. But I mean, to be honest, like I haven't disliked one of his movies yet, so I'm sure I won't love it, but I still might like some of it. Yeah, looking forward to it, or to The Whale at least. But yeah, I keep
seeing so many like videos and stuff of Brendan Fraser like crying.
Yeah,
he's just overwhelmed.
I mean, it's cool that he's being welcomed back into acting like by everybody, you know, because he was like pretty much out of it for a while. I'm sure it'll be a great performance. I'm sure he's still got it.
He's definitely still got it.
This is not like the best recording conditions. We're both tired, hungover. We can't think. We have no energy. It's hot. So bear with us, people. The partying has been taking a toll on us. It's been going by fast, but I mean, we still have plenty more days to go, so that's good.
We've been to a lot of restaurants, had some great food.
A lot of restaurants, yeah.
Speaking of which, I hate the whole paying system at restaurants and bars. It's so stupid.
We're used to it here, but
But it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't, yeah. Just giving them the card, then they bring it back, and then you have to write in the tip and the total, and it could be easier. It probably could be easier. Oh well. It's all I've ever known.
Did you know about the Where's Waldo thing in Apocalypto?
No.
You've seen Apocalypto?
Yeah, I have it. It's a great movie.
There is at one point in the movie there's this scene where the main dude is falling down and there's a pit of dead bodies and shit.
Yeah.
And then there is this one random literally one frame flashes and it's just an image of Waldo in the middle of a pit of bodies.
What?
It's in the movie. Yeah.
Oh wow, I need to look this up on YouTube.
It's crazy. It is literally just gone in a second. You would barely notice it.
I've seen this movie 3 or 4 times. I've never noticed that.
Yeah, it just flashes that image.
What? Oh my god.
I don't know why it's in the movie.
Must be some inside joke with the editors or something. Yeah, sometime I'm gonna pop that movie in and just go to that scene. I need to see it for my own eyes.
I learned that from watching a video analyzing everything about Where's Waldo, and I don't even know why I was watching that video. They mentioned that and I was like, no way.
If you want, you could talk about how we recreated your Matt Berry scene. I mean, if you
don't forget we even did that. It's so bad.
Yeah, it was. No, I think we did a good job, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, we did, but it's just such a obscure thing.
Yeah, I never heard of it until you showed us.
I don't know what to talk about with it though. We just did it.
Just look up Matt Berry or Snuffbox fuck shit horse piss. It'll come up.
Yep.
But it's like the Harry Potter puppet show. If anyone's seen that, it basically is. To where like it's like they make a song. Each person says a different word and it makes a song. Anyway, we recreated it and it was fun. So, and we recreated it on a bench outside at 2 a.m. basically.
We did do that.
There you go. I don't know at any point whenever you want to start easing into questions.
Yeah.
Listener questions. From Stygian Films, she said, "You guys have been watching a lot of movies together. Which one has been the most fun?" Honestly, it would be Morbius, just like the experience of watching it. Like, it's not the best movie we watched, but I mean, it was the most fun. Because, like, just all 5 of us getting together, just...
Morbid,
yeah, pretty much, which ties into what at Film Forager Chandra, who was with us, obviously, when we watched it, she said, "How was Morbid time?" It was great.
It was great. I think, like, if I was going to pick one of the ones that you showed me, probably has to be the Boondock Saints, honestly.
Really? Yeah, you did like that a lot. I was surprised. I mean, I wasn't surprised, but, like, at how much you liked it. And yeah. From Campo Reviews, he asked, best horror movies of the 2010s. Midsummer, The Lighthouse, Hereditary, The Witch. Okay, I guess it's all by freaking Ari Aster, Robert Eggers, but, like, obviously. Mother, I guess that's a horror movie, yeah.
Yep.
Mother, Climax, Mandy, The House That Jack Built, Get Out, Black Swan, Us. I do like Us a lot. And then Split, I guess. I forgot about Split. That was a great horror movie.
Yeah, Mother, Annihilation, Raw, Creep 2, Creep 1, Hereditary, Split, Cabin in the Woods, Mandy, House of Jack Built, It Comes at Night.
I don't know if you could say they're underrated. Maybe they're underrated, but like The Babadook, Sinister, The Crazies remake. A lot of people don't really like that movie, but I love it. Next question from Lulu Reviews. He asked, what do you guys do for work and do you like it?
No.
Well, you can go first if you want.
Yeah, I work at a gas station or petrol station for the Australians. But yeah, it's terrible. But I only work night shifts and I don't like it at all. But I don't know, it's getting like at least more comfortable lately because of the new manager. She's doing well. But it's not a job I will ever like. It's just,
Yeah.
It's just money.
Yeah, just money is right because, yeah, I have 2 jobs. My full-time job is at a college. We're in like the catering department. We set up for events and like sporting events and all sorts of shit. And me and Chandra actually both work there. And then we also both work at the movie theater. It's just a small nonprofit movie theater. We only have 2 screens. It's not like the best, but I mean, like, we both love it. We probably don't even consider it work. So like, I do love the movie theater job. The college job, I really don't like that much. I mean, it has its good days, but yeah, the movie theater is obviously what I would love to do full time, I wish, but yeah. From Basti.0910, he asked, or he or she, what TV show should have won the Emmy for best drama in your opinion? Well, I don't even know what was nominated. I didn't watch the Emmys.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the latest season of Better Call Saul, but I mean, probably Better Call Saul. I'm rewatching it right now. I've only seen up till the 4th season, but I'm restarting it, and I mean, I love it. Well, I don't know if I love it. I like it a lot, but another great drama show, which I don't know if this was nominated or not, but Atlanta really is one of the best like current shows, I think. And the last season is airing like this month, so I'm looking forward to that. I would just say Better Call Saul, probably.
Yeah, I'm not up to date on like any shows, so I don't even know.
Yeah.
All the ones I'm watching are like in earlier seasons, I think. So.
And the last question we got here from Movies That Don't Suck.
Wait.
He said, did you guys see Barbarian? No, but I am looking forward to it because, I don't know, it looks like it could be good. Weird.
I didn't even know what it was.
I hope that we get it at our theater. I don't know if we're going to, but definitely going to try and watch it somehow. Anyway, that is about it. So if you hear this episode, it means that we survived all the partying that we're going to do for the next week because we're going to fucking keep on partying.
Imagine if this is our last episode, like we just die.
Yeah. But it wouldn't even be put out, to be honest, probably, like, because by the time
No, that's going to be like my dying breath. I'll be like,
Like getting the editing exported, and then you just die.
It's like my dying breath. I'm just like, the episode name is.
That actually brings me to a good point really quick, because I'm about to say it in front of you, but like if we ever did, I mean, I want this podcast to go on for as long as it can, obviously, like we're all still having fun with it, but like if we ever had, I mean, you know, when we're old fucking men sitting in a funeral home, like, or this is getting dark.
Oh my God.
No, like if we ever stopped the podcast for whatever reason, then the last episode name would have to be called Peace Out, Bitches.
Oh,
it just
God,
isn't that
like
sad?
So sad.
Isn't that? But it's the perfect title for a
It would be. Yeah.
Peace Out, bitch. But no, we don't have to think about that. All right, yeah, let's wrap this up. So bye, everybody. Thanks for listening. And all right, I need to say this really loud to wake myself up.
Oh,
so
God.
get ready. So peace out, bitches.
I could hear that.
Well, there was part 1 of this 2-part recording. Like I said, it was pretty short. It was not like the most planned out episode, but I hope you enjoyed listening to that. And we're about to get into part 2, which was recorded a few weeks later. And so, yeah, let's just get into it. Well, welcome back to part 2, people. There's our intro. Okay, so I'm slightly less hungover this time, so let's hope this goes better. I still went out and drank last night, but
I'm not hungover. I'm back on Australian time, so this is ridiculous recording times for me again.
Yep, we're back to talking through a computer screen. No more in real life, I guess. That's sad.
I mean, it probably works better for the podcast on computer, like, given the last episode, like, when we tried to do it in person.
Yeah.
But we probably could have done it if we had planning and weren't so hungover.
Yeah, that was the issue.
And also, we recorded it properly, like, where I talked into the mic properly. That would have been good.
It was a rough one, but, I mean, it was at least we could say we did it. We did it in person.
I'm very sorry everyone had to sit through that terrible audio and shit.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be, but, like...
But I had to, like, increase it so much, like...
Really?
It was just, like... I mean, if I had left it how it was, you would have just heard me in the background, like, barely.
Yeah, that's what I figured it'd be like, so I'm glad it wasn't a very long recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is our makeup episode. We're making up for the stuff that we should have talked about in the last one. I don't know.
I think it's probably a good idea to have a 2-parter. It probably makes it more interesting because it's like what we were talking about at the time, and then we can talk about everything afterwards and reflect on everything.
True.
Because it was a fucking good time, and I miss it a lot.
I know. I miss it too. That was nice having 2 weeks off work and a bunch of people to party with every day.
Yeah.
That was an experience. But here we are, back to our regular scheduled program. So,
You'll get a proper episode next time.
yes.
And we'll have Keelan on.
Mm-hmm. So wait, the one with Keelan, we're recording that probably the 8th, and then that won't be out for another like week or two. It's gonna be sad if we don't do a Halloween October themed episode. I don't know if you really care about that, but
I really don't. I'm like the Halloween Grinch. I just don't give a shit.
well,
Sorry.
I guess tune into the Views by Quinn podcast where I'll try and do my Halloween shit, because this is my favorite time of the year. This is my favorite time of the year. Yeah.
I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Okay, how does in fall, like, you know, the fall season, does Australian weather, like, does it even, like, change? Does it get colder?
Ours is, like, summer, autumn, winter, spring. So, like, we don't have fall, but I'm pretty sure fall is, like, autumn.
It basically
sure
is
it's the
autumn,
same thing.
yeah.
Yeah, well, it changes. It's just, like, slightly cold, but, like, not too cold. And then winter is really cold.
Yeah, I just think it's probably different here. I don't know, just the way the weather changes and everything looks.
Yeah,
and then,
that would be cool.
Yeah, and it just, I don't know, I just love the vibe, the fall vibe, and then all the horror movies.
Maybe it's because you're more of a horror fan than I am.
Probably that too, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to try and enjoy it while it lasts, though. I'm watching only horror movies this month.
I mean, hey, have fun. That sounds cool. I'm not going to be watching just horror movies or participating in any events, but, I mean, people can have their fun.
I mean, occasionally I'll watch the non-horror movie, like Black Adam, I think comes out this month. I'll probably watch that. That'll be a horror movie in the fact that it'll be scary how bad it'll be, but I don't know. I don't think it'll be
like
bad.
decent or fun.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun, honestly. Yeah.
If it doesn't take itself like too seriously, then I'll be happy.
But I feel like it will, just by the trailer. It looks like it's being really serious.
Yeah.
So I guess, did you have talking points that you actually had stuff prepared? I didn't.
I wanted to talk about the trip and go over everything we did and all that shit, because like we covered like a fair bit in the episode that we did. I keep calling it the episode, but like we covered a fair bit in part 1,
the incident episode.
Yeah.
The incident.
We covered all the drown stuff. We talked about how much I hate your card payment system over there. Like, that's so stupid. Yeah. We talked about the movies we had watched up until that point. Not much else, I didn't think.
I wish that every day we kept track of like what we did in that day, so we could just recap every fucking day, but I don't remember. It is just a big blur.
There is one like night, and I don't know, I mean, I can cut this out if you want, but I don't know if you want to talk about when we all got really high.
We could talk about that, I don't care, even though now my mom listens to this podcast.
Ooh,
yeah, hi Mom, by the way.
Did she?
Damn it.
Did she listen? Like, did she tell you about it?
Oh yeah, she just texted me and said, like, I'm enjoying listening to your podcast, but she didn't say what episodes, and I'm afraid, whatever.
Imagine she started on, like, the Death Groups one or something, and we're just, like, shouting MC Ride lyrics.
Yeah.
Or just, like, it starts on, like, he's literally me one and worries about you a lot.
Wait a minute, but I don't know if I really got high at all, didn't I? I don't remember.
Oh, you did.
I did. Well, is it what? Oh, yes. Was it when we were doing karaoke and I was just staring like at the ceiling?
I don't know if it was the same. Was it the same as the karaoke night?
It had to have been, because I don't remember any other night to where I did that.
I think it was like the third night or something, where like at the end of it we had put on like a bunch of like different skits and stuff, and I remember I just kept looking over at you every time. You were just like this.
Yeah, that was
like staring at the ceiling for like an hour. I was like, "Is Quinn okay?"
Yeah,
fuck.
I think that was one of the karaoke nights. We did a couple karaoke nights.
No, we did plenty of karaoke.
Yeah, a lot of karaoke, a lot of drinking, and a lot of I don't know that. Yeah, I think that was that night. Like I said, it's all a blur, a big fun blur, but yeah.
Because I remember you doing that, and then I would not stop laughing at everything. Like, everything.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
And, like, manically. I just would not shut the fuck up, and I felt so bad afterwards. I was like, oh my god, I'm so annoying.
See, that's how it affects people differently. Like, some people get really, I don't know, giggly, and then other people just get fucking they are just out of it. Yeah, I guess that I'm the second one.
I mean, it depends on how much you have. I imagine you could get to the giggly stage
at
some point.
I could. Yeah, like I said, I don't even remember. Like, I took like half of something. It wasn't even that much. I think I was just already getting tired at that point too.
It also probably, I think like drinking affects it quite a bit too. So if you had like drank too much or something, then that might have like slowed you down.
It really does affect it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was a fun night. Was that your favorite night?
It was one of them, because it was just so fun, like karaoke and then just spacing out and going crazy. It was great.
Yeah, that was one of the best nights. And then I don't know, my favorite night, it's between the Morbius night when we all got together and watched Morbius and then just hung out afterwards. Or honestly, the night that like you, me, Julia, and Kath just like hung out and played like Monopoly. Like, that was just super chill, and I really liked that night.
That was cool. We didn't have enough like super chill nights, I think.
No, yeah.
Some of them were just too hectic.
They just were. I mean, I knew that would happen, but still fun either way.
I keep looking at the notes that I put down, and it's just like a list of like random talking points. And it just says, talk about trip, guy with dog, getting drunk.
I guess, yeah.
Do you remember the guy with the dogs?
Yeah, I remember the guy with the dogs. That was random.
I don't know why I put that second.
Apparently that was a big priority. Guy with dogs.
It just stood out to me, like some dude just going to bars with his dogs and then trying to like come into our apartment and shit.
That was the weird part at the end, but we weren't even there for that when he said that. But
yeah,
I don't know. I'm just used to that here, honestly. Just random people coming up and trying to talk with us and bringing dogs to the bar.
He seems like he needed a friend.
Yeah. I mean, you can explain for the listeners, like, what the hell we're talking about if you want. Because I don't think they
it's
know.
literally just a guy came to a bar with his 2 dogs and sat down with us for a bit and talked. That's about it. But then he wanted to come up to the apartment.
Yeah, but then, like, when he was trying to, like, I guess wanting to hang out with us in the apartment afterwards, that's when it got to be like, okay, no, like, come on.
Especially with the dogs. And
Yeah, with
like
the
Chandler
dogs.
has two cats up there as well. It's like, no.
No way. Yeah, it was already crowded enough in there. Honestly.
I don't know why you would bring your dogs everywhere. Like, what?
Yeah, like I said, people bring dogs to that bar like all the time, so I'm not like confused by it, but I mean, it was still, yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't get away with that over here, but like, I mean, I love that it's just such a like small little town and everyone knows each other.
You just doxed where we live. No.
You can bleep it.
I mean, I don't know if we've ever mentioned that specific town name. I think we've always just said South Dakota.
Yeah, I mean, you can bleep that.
I don't
if
know.
I say it again, just we'll bleep. I'll do it for you. I mean, I'm not gonna say like the name of the suburb I live in or whatever. I'd rather not do that.
Yeah, it is a small town here, so yeah.
But it's just such a lovely place. Like I loved that I just kept walking around every now and then, and you guys would just like say hi to people you know, and I'm like, oh, that's so cute. Everyone knows each other.
Mainly, yeah. I mean, mainly Chandra and Micah. They know freaking everybody in the town. So, like, that gets a bit annoying for me sometimes because I'll be hanging out with them and like, oh, okay, never mind. I'm just going to stand to the side while you talk to these people I've never seen before. So it's like, that person that always knows everybody.
Get to know them. Make more friends.
I know, yeah. It is kind of cool, I guess, how it's a small, close-knit community. Everybody kind of knows each other. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I just think it's super cute.
It is, yeah. I mean, you're used to, I guess... Well, I was about to say the big city, but you don't really live in the city where you live. No. But, I mean...
Not at all.
Yeah, I'm never...
Yeah, that was more like social interaction than I've had in a long time, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I don't talk to people here unless I'm at work. That's it.
Oh, God. Yeah.
It's pretty lame.
Well, I'm glad we could give you a little getaway, and hopefully it helped.
It did, yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite quote from you that I like is in a video. Mm-hmm. Like the best quote that you've ever said in your life probably is, "I need my air but no light." I love that. I don't know why.
I remember that. Yeah. Do you remember the context to that? Like why I said that?
I mean, I was like sort of tipsy.
Oh, I think we were all like very. That was the night.
That was one of the later nights, wasn't it?
That was on my birthday, actually, because we went out September 17th. We went bar hopping to literally every bar. And that was the night that I think you got the most drunk, honestly, was when we went out bar hopping. Did I? Probably. Yeah. Yeah, because you started a bit before that, too. And that was after Julia left.
I remember me and Chandra like screaming at those people in that line, but I don't remember what we said. Do you remember that?
I remember, the big line of people. I don't remember what you screamed at them.
Me and Chandra screamed something, and then you did that.
Oh, yeah. We were quoting the Boondock Saints as we were walking off. I remember that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
But we were trying to go to sleep, and me and Kath were on the air mattress, and you were on the couch, and then there's this big ceiling fan with a light that's going on, and I wanted the air. I wanted to cool down in the room, but apparently you can't have her ceiling fan. You can't have on with just the fan and not the light. It has to be one or like both or none at all. And so I was like, I don't even remember what happened. So I guess I think we turned on the AC and just turned off the fan. I think that's what we did. But yeah, that was
like an actual hot day, wasn't it?
I'm pretty
sure that was one of
there was a lot of hot days actually. I was kind of disappointed. I wanted it to be colder when everyone was here.
You know, the day that we did, like, was it the last day where we did the last few movies, and like I walked to your place from Chandra's?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like that was like so fucking hot.
Oh,
like
really?
That whole walk was just like.
Oh, that was a hot.
Like
day.
I got there and like I felt my back, and it was like a fucking pool of sweat, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That was hot.
It was very hot that day, I remember, because we didn't want to go to Spirit Mound that day. That's why we didn't go that day, is because we knew it was going to be so hot.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah. Oh, that was another, I guess, one of my favorite days. Like, the last day before I had to take you and Kath back to the airport, just us going on those like trails, and then at both the one in Nebraska and then at Spirit Mountain. That was fun.
Is that actually like technically in Nebraska?
Yeah, technically
That's
is.
pretty crazy. I've been to Nebraska.
Yeah, you've been to Nebraska and Iowa. Wait, no, you haven't been to Iowa. Never mind. Sioux Falls is in South Dakota, but Sioux City's in Iowa. You didn't go to Sioux City. Never mind. That's where I took Kath.
Did I not
that
go to
one
Sioux
day.
City?
No, I don't think you went to Sioux Falls. We've been to Sioux Falls.
I thought I went to Sioux City. I thought that's where the like state theater and shit was.
No, that is Sioux Falls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I get them mixed up too, but okay, actually.
Why did you take me on a date to Sioux City?
Because there's only so many days. See, we could have done that when all the girls went to Sioux Falls and we recorded our episode.
Yeah, we could have just tagged along.
We could have just just went and we could have just went to the theater in Sioux City and saw something, probably.
Instead, we made shit White Russians and did the podcast.
God, that was such a terrible...
The creamer was a bad idea to put in there.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
I don't think we told the creamer story on the last episode.
Oh, God, did we not?
No.
Oh,
I'll tell it. So the second day that Liam came here, then, because I picked him up, from the airport, like, almost at midnight, and then we went to the bar right after that and then came back. But his first actual day here, we went to the grocery store to get food and stuff, because I didn't have any, and I don't know what you like to eat, so we went to the grocery store, and we were in, like, the coffee, like, we were in, like, the milk and, like, coffee section, and Liam grabs this, like, little bottle off the counter, and I thought that it was just, like, an iced coffee, but then he walks out into the parking lot, and he starts drinking it, and then I look at the bottle, and it's just straight up coffee creamer. Yeah, just pure coffee creamer, and you were like, that's really... I remember you saying, it's so sugary, or that's so sweet.
Yeah, I was, like, really taken aback. What the fuck? Is this what America's like? Just pure sugar?
Yeah, well, pretty much, yeah.
And then I was like, it's creamer.
Yeah, that was just hilarious. I don't know. Where was I going with that, though? Oh, yeah, so then we used it for the White Russians that one day.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
No.
But, I mean, I'm glad you've been enjoying the Kahlua.
Yeah, I have been. I already finished all of it. I finished the whole bottle. It was really good.
So you said Kahlua and Dr. Pepper. Is that, like, actually good?
Try Kahlua and Dr. Pepper. I just, like, found those, because I still have Dr. Peppers in the fridge that you got, and then I just combined them, and it's honestly pretty good. Like, you should try it.
I will. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to get Dr. Pepper over here, but I'll look around. Yeah,
that was surprisingly good. But Kahlua is, like, one of my new favorite drinks now. I could literally just drink it straight Kahlua.
Yeah, I can too. Yeah. It's really good.
It is really good.
I was gonna say another thing is like who's the like theme artist for the trip?
Oh my god, there is so much fucking Blood Orange that was being played.
Yeah,
like I don't know if everyone knows who Blood Orange is, but they're like a band, and like
it's not a band, it's just one guy.
Oh, it is just one guy? Shit.
I thought his name's Dev Hines. He's got a few other like side projects as well.
I don't know. Every time that we drove somewhere or we're hanging out, like I just put on it's Spotify's indie mix that they made for me, and every time I put it on, it was just always Blood Orange for some reason. And I started getting tired of it. Like it was just nonstop.
Yeah, we must have listened to his whole discography or something. Insane.
Yeah. But then it started playing a bunch of. Now my Spotify does just play a bunch of music that you and Kath listen to. Like it's like your guys' taste is.
This is why you make your own playlists.
I'm starting to. I'm gonna start doing that. But whatever Spotify puts on for me is what I'll listen to. I don't know. I'm basic.
Basic bitch.
Yeah.
We should talk about like the movies we watched.
Yeah, before we do that though, actually, I just forgot, and my favorite day out of this whole trip, I mean, you might be disappointed because it doesn't involve you guys, but it probably was the day that just me and Kath went to Sioux City. That was like a perfect day. It was just like too perfect. Yeah. Gay. But no, because like
on, man.
we drove there, we went to Barnes and Noble and just like looked at movies and like games and books for hours. Like we could like just kill hours in there, and then went to the theater and saw Barbarian, which we both liked. And the more I think about it, I really like it, and that was really fun. Like we had the whole theater to ourselves. And then after that, then we ate at this really nice, like, brewing, like, company restaurant. It was, like, really good. So it was, like, literally everything about that day was so perfect, and I miss it so much. I do. So it was a lot of money spent, though. It was a lot of money spent. Like, I paid for everything. If you're listening, Kath, I know that you didn't ask me to pay for everything, but I felt like to be the... I can't even say in this day and age, like, to be the man to pay for all this stuff. To be the man? Yeah. But no, the money wasn't an issue, Kath. You're worth all of it. Where am I going with this? Forget it. But yeah, I mean, we can like go through the movies that we watched and try and actually discuss them this time.
I believe we left off on part 1 on Revenge of the Sith.
Pulling up my letterbox. After Revenge of the Sith, which it's Under the Skin. That's actually what we watched right after our last recording. Like, we just went from recording that to watching Under the Skin, so it was a really weird afternoon.
Yeah, I think you needed a drink after all that. Mm-hmm. Probably.
Yeah, that was something. I don't even know where to start.
I'm very glad you liked that. Mm-hmm. Very glad.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I figured I'd like it, but I did not know what to expect. It was really crazy. It's a crazy movie.
Yeah, it is. Definitely get why some people don't like it, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I totally get why people don't like it. Like, it's super slow and weird and like honestly kind of repetitive. Like, it seems like it's the same thing that she keeps doing, but I like how a lot of the people weren't like actual actors, I guess. Like you said, they were like real people. Just like the soundtrack, like you said, was fucking crazy. Like, the score is it's like disturbing.
It it's fucking great.
Yeah.
I haven't actually put that vinyl on yet because I don't know what mood I would have to be in. But
God, I don't know if I'd be afraid to put it on because it is like a scary soundtrack, honestly. Just I would keep thinking of the movie.
There is one song in there though that I find like really just beautiful, and it's the song called Love, if you ever listen to that. Because that's like during the part, I don't know if this is spoilers or not, but it's like the sex scene sort of.
Oh.
But like the one towards the end.
Oh yeah.
With that guy in that house.
Yeah.
But the song playing in that is like beautiful. Love that song.
Yeah, I don't remember in the moment like the song from that scene, but yeah, I do just remember vaguely the whole soundtrack, and it's really disturbing.
I remember you got jump scared, sort of.
Yeah, that's the main takeaway from that movie is that scene. Like, which I did change the letterbox poster to that guy. It's like, oh,
that scene is fucking terrifying.
Yeah, it's fucking. I guess I'll just say it.
Spoilers for Under the Skin.
Nice.
You would be able to explain like that what happened in that scene better than I would, because I was so overwhelmed. But I was like, what the fuck is even happening?
I mean, basically, it's the scene where she like leads him into the void, and he's like underneath in that little like floating area, and like sees a guy that's one of the last victims, and he just kind of combusts.
Yeah,
and there's a loud noise.
Yeah,
a very loud noise, and it's fucking terrifying.
It is. It literally like
What always gets me though is like there's that one shot of like him reaching out and like grabbing his hand, and you can see like his skin is like sort of like flailing, like because he's just so like it's fucking gross.
It is really gross, and just like it's just the weirdest noise, and then followed by when he just like combusts and just like his whole body stretches out, and I'm just like I felt sick, and I felt sick and disturbed and like everything at once.
But it's just odd how beautiful like the visuals are in that scene as well. It's just fucking fantastic. And I love that it's like it does that, and then it goes on that like really weird, I don't know, it's like a bunch of like organs and shit like going down at like a conveyor belt or something, and then there's like red flashing lights and shit. It's like it feels like 2001. It's like
I was just about to say so it really kind of does. Like, it is a really trippy movie. Like
I love everything about it. My 5th favorite movie of all time.
Damn.
Fucking love it.
Yeah, I mean, I gave it a 4.5, so I really did like it a lot. Like, I can say, maybe on rewatch, it could even go up to a 5. I don't know. I have it on Blu-ray, so yeah, it's pretty crazy. But the only thing that was like jarring for me was the whole movie looks so good, like you said, like that scene, it's shot so well, and it's like all the visuals are great. But then the only times to where, whenever it was cutting to her driving, and it's just like that camera placed in the dash cam, and it's like the guys coming up, it looks really kind of grainy and just like almost like you're watching Cops on TV, the show Cops. Like that's what it kept reminding me of, like a real life reality TV show.
This is Cops with Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah. It felt like a real life reality TV show to where like Scarlett Johansson was going around. It's like people didn't recognize her. It's like it was kind of weird. I mean, just the way it was shot and the way it felt.
I do think it builds a lot of like dread, though. It just like it takes its time, and I like that.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah, the scenes themselves for sure, but like just the way those scenes looked compared to like a next scene that would be shot like on a way different camera. Like it was just really noticeable. Like for me, it's not a bad thing, but it just kind of like it was jarring. And then also how you could barely understand some of the people because their accents are so thick, and it's like the mics weren't really on them. And I was just like, it makes it feel real.
I can understand them by now because I've seen the movie a bunch of times and stuff. But
even the guy in the bus driver.
Oh yeah, I know every line that motherfucker says, and I love him.
That was hilarious.
Leave the lassie alone. She's doing anything.
That was like the one moment of comedy in the movie too, because everything else is so heavy. Like
yeah.
Anyway, it's a lot to take.
Glad you liked it.
Yeah, me too. And then I guess after that, a couple days later, we watched another one of your favorite movies of all time, Victoria.
Yes.
Watched 2 of your top 5, and this one was in theaters, so that was pretty cool.
That meant the world to me seeing that in theaters. I loved it so much. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was yet again very hungover that day too. So like it just kind of didn't ruin the movie, but I was like, damn, if I just felt better, I'd be appreciating this so much more. Like, or I could focus on it so much more. But it was I gave it the same score I gave Under the Skin, 4.5. Don't even know where to begin with it though.
It's just an experience.
It is an experience, yeah. Like all one shot. And yeah, at first I was like, the first 30 minutes, probably 30 or however long it was, I didn't really know where it was going, and I was kind of like, what's the point of any of this? Like, are we just watching these people hang out and that's it? But I guess afterwards I realized it was building the characters to make you care more about them, because then like I said, I went in blind. I didn't even know what this movie was about. So once the actual conflict happened, then I was like, okay, I kind of get it now. So that saved it for me. But yeah, I don't know. This is one of those movies though that like I don't know how often I'd ever be able to go back and rewatch it, because like I literally felt so drained after it. I was just like, it just like took so much out of me. So,
I think that was like my 5th or 6th time seeing it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just once the actual conflict does kick in, it's just like it feels like it's so much tension for ages, and it just doesn't let up. But I love that about it. Like there's that one, I mean, I'm just gonna say it.
Spoilers for Victoria.
I don't do it as energetically as you. There's that one like scene that like really like brings the tension like way up, and then after that it feels like it's just nonstop. But it's like where the car doesn't start outside the bank.
Oh yeah,
Like that, just like as soon as you like hear the engine go off, like my heart just sinks every time. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. See, for me, like that scene was intense and like all that, but I mean, the scene that really gets me or like makes me just feel everything, it's fucking hopeless, like they're in, is when they're in the apartment complex and like, or they get in the shootout with the cops, and then they're stuck in the apartment complex and the cops are like storming or surrounding the building. Like I literally like I just felt like so just shitty, because I was like, this is like such a terrible situation.
Yeah, it is.
I can't even imagine being stuck in this situation. Like you might as well just give up. I don't know, there's nothing you can do. But
they didn't give up, they kidnapped the fucking baby.
Exactly, yeah, that was something too. God, I'm surprised. Well, I'm not surprised, but like after all that shit, she still managed to get away in the end and like not get caught. So that's good at least. But everybody else fucking dies. So
it is crazy. She just like starts off the movie like completely innocent, and then by the end of it, Like
exactly.
within 2 hours, she's like a massive criminal, basically. It's
yeah,
fuck.
like it is. That is the best thing about the movie is that like I said, I didn't know where it was gonna go, and I had no idea like just how easily. Yeah, she got pulled into this like situation. I don't know.
My God, massive props to the actors though. Seriously,
Mm-hmm.
they just did so well.
How do you do a nonstop 2-hour shoot like without having to? It is crazy. I just can't even wrap my head around it, like how they did that. It is a wild movie. So yeah, I'm glad we watched it in the theater. But yeah, then the next day we watched Billy Madison. So,
yeah, that was random.
Yeah, it was random, but like I think at that point we needed like because that was the day that me and Chandra had to go to work. We had to work like the football game, and it was just such a chaotic kind of shitty day. And so we were just so drained, and we needed like something light because we were gonna watch something else, but we just needed something like easy and funny. So.
I would have rathered Happy Gilmore if we were gonna go for anything though.
Oh, Happy Gilmore. Yeah,
I just prefer that movie.
No, that's my favorite Adam Sandler comedy of all time, but like neither I think me and Kath have not seen Billy Madison, which is why we chose to watch that. So, yeah, we hadn't seen it yet, but it was I don't know, I thought it was pretty good. It's not like his best. There were a lot of moments I was laughing, but
I saw it many times when I was a kid.
You did?
Yeah.
For me, that was Happy Gilmore. I saw Happy Gilmore so many times as a kid, but the first like half of the movie is really funny, and then just for some reason, and me and Kath both agree, like the second half just it just falls apart. Like it's not as funny. It's just it gets more ridiculous, and like there's a lot of stuff about the second half I didn't like.
Yeah,
but
I do like that one line from that like dude that's like judging the event or whatever, like that famous line where he's like, what you just said is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life, or something like that. Everyone here is now stupider for having listened to it.
That was good. But then like when, oh my God, we're spoiling all of them.
Spoilers for Billy Madison.
As if it really matters, but Billy Madison, his brother in the movie, like the snobby, like rich guy, then like when he like brings out the gun and is like, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why is he waving an actual gun around? Like, where did this come from?
He did play that part well though, honestly. Like
he did, but like it was just, and then how Steve Buscemi comes in and like snipes him from way above, and it was one thing after another that like I was like, this is like pushing how ridiculous it is. Like before it was believable, now it's just not even fucking believable at all. So yeah, but it's an Adam Sandler comedy. I shouldn't expect anything less than that. I don't know. It was still funny, so I gave it a 3.5 out of 5.
On my rewatch, I gave it a 3 out of 5. So,
it wasn't bad.
Anyway.
And then the next day, on my actual birthday, then we watched Goodfellas, which was for the longest time my favorite movie of all time. But listen up, folks, some big fucking changes have happened. And like as of now, Taxi Driver is my number one favorite movie of all time. It just is. But Goodfellas is on any day. I mean, it could like be tied with it. Like it's so close. But anyway. Yeah, I showed neither you or Kath had seen Goodfellas, so I had to show you guys. And I was kind of disappointed because Kath was like, it was okay.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I mean, she's a mixed bag. You never know what you're going to get with her.
I literally have no idea. Her taste is so, like, unpredictable.
I mean, I liked it.
Well, I'm glad you liked it. I mean, almost everyone thinks it is, like, Scorsese's best, and I mean, I do too, so I was hoping that you guys would like it, so.
I feel very weird about it right now, though. Like, I don't even know, like, I don't know how to feel about it right now. Like, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I like it that much.
Really?
I don't know. I would have to like think it over for quite a bit, but yeah, I mean, at the moment, it's just like I appreciate so much about it, and the story is great, the acting is fantastic, camera work is amazing. It's just I don't really get much out of it personally. Like it doesn't hit me personally at all or anything. But I mean, maybe over time I'll come to appreciate it more. But like right now, I just keep thinking like, why do I prefer The Irishman? I don't know why I do, but I do.
Maybe it's just because it's the one you saw first, and
maybe that movie is like 3.5 hours. It's like...
Yeah, Have you only seen that one once, or have you seen it more?
I've seen it once.
Oh, okay. I've seen The Irishman twice, and I mean, it's still a 4.5 out of 5 for me. I still think it's really good, but for me, that it does feel like a toned down Goodfellas. Like, it's really a similar kind of vibe. Yeah, I definitely
see that. It is extremely similar.
Yeah. But for me, like Goodfellas, it just feels like it's kind of like nonstop. Like, I mean, it has its slow moments every now and then, but like, just like I'm always engaged. Like, it's always something crazy happening, or they're always like killing somebody, or doing drugs, or like doing some crazy thing. So I'm always like locked in. And plus, Joe Pesci's character is so crazy. And
I honestly feel like maybe that's my problem. Is it just was so nonstop.
Really?
I don't know. It didn't feel like there were enough like slower moments for me, but I mean, maybe on a rewatch it would change. I don't know.
I'd say someday give it a rewatch, like where, because I mean, I don't know if we were all like tired or kind of still hungover. I don't know.
I'm gonna like review it eventually, but I mean, if I was like thinking of like a score to give it like right now, I'm between like 7 and 8, sort of.
Well,
so
yeah, I guess just think about it and maybe rewatch it someday. But
I do like it quite a lot, but it's just I don't.
The only reason that Taxi Driver overtook Goodfellas for me is because I don't get like a lot of like, it doesn't bring out a lot of feelings in me when I watch Goodfellas, but like when I watch Taxi Driver, like it really does.
Yeah, that is a lot more of a personal movie.
Yeah,
I would say.
Like Taxi Driver like it hits me more in a lot of ways than Goodfellas does, but Goodfellas, it is the more like for me the more, I don't know, engaging or like rewatchable maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, like I still think it's fucking masterpiece. It's like it's like one of the main things that got me into movies, like really into movies.
It's pretty great. Yeah. And it made me appreciate Ray Liotta a lot.
Oh yeah, it's his best role. Like I think everyone can agree on that.
I'd like to watch more of what he did, but
that's now I'm just sad every time I watch Goodfellas. Seeing him.
It is sad, yeah.
Yeah.
And he is one of those actors where I feel like he really would have like shined with age as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and
he had lived on.
Well, I think he was in Marriage Story. I remember that was one of the last things he was in, probably.
Yeah, and he was awesome in that.
Yeah.
I mean, like when he got like older and older, like you know, where like I mean, say for instance, like Robert De Niro, like he's done some great shit while he's older.
True.
Not always, but still some great shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like he could have done that too if he had lived on.
Yeah, it is sad to think about, but yeah.
Man, imagine I keep saying this all the time, but imagine Ray Liotta in a fucking Safdie Brothers movie. Goddamn.
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, he would have been perfect.
Be awesome.
Or like a young Ray Liotta in a Safdie Brothers if they were around back then. Oh man.
Yeah, even then, yeah.
Fucking incredible.
He just suits that vibe.
Yeah, he does. Because, like, that's the thing. The second half of Goodfellas, when shit, like, starts going crazy, like, when he's driving around and he's, like, on coke and looking up, seeing the helicopter following him, and he's doing a million things at once. I loved
that sequence.
Yeah.
That sequence
was so chaotic good. And it's so funny, but, like, tense at the same time. Like, it felt like a Safdie Brothers type thing because it's so nonstop. Like, it really did. But
I love that shit.
Cool. That's, like, that might be my favorite part of the movie. A lot of people actually don't like the second half of Goodfellas. I don't know why, like when they just, everyone loves the first half, and then for a lot of people it falls apart in the second half, but the second actually might be my favorite half of the movie, honestly.
Kind of agree. Yeah it's really good.
Mm-hmm. I was looking at my letterbox, and I guess you didn't watch these next two movies with us. These next two movies I watched with Kath.
You can still go over them, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I watched Barbarian, which I know you probably haven't seen yet.
No, maybe I should look at mine as well, see if there's any I didn't watch with you or something.
Well, I know that you did watch Fighting with My Family with Kath. I know you did that, or you rewatched it.
I did, yeah. Yeah,
which that's a great movie.
That was the day before Goodfellas.
Yeah, that was while I was at work all day, I think.
I rewatched. I think I gave it like the same. No, I dropped it down half a star actually. Yeah, just an 8 out of 10.
Oh yeah, that's what I have it at too.
Yeah, I do like it quite a lot, but I mean, it's just I said like the music was really prominent this time. Some of the music is just like straight up bad or cheesy. So
I don't even remember, but yeah,
I'm sort of like a bit upset because like Florence Pugh had a big moment after that and just like grew hugely. Like even now she's big, but where is the appreciation for Jack Lowden? He's a great actor.
The brother in the movie.
Yeah, he's fucking great, dude. Seriously.
What else?
I mean, he was in Dunkirk right before that.
Yeah, that's what I recognize him from. Yeah.
Yeah. But he's not getting much appreciation, but I feel like he should.
He should. Yeah, he was really good. in both of those movies. I don't remember that movie that well, I guess, well enough to speak on it, but I would like to rewatch it, actually.
It's a good sports movie.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, me and Kath, like I said, we went and watched Barbarian, which at first I gave it a 3.5, but the more and more I thought about it, I bumped it up to a 4, and it might actually be in my top 5 of the year. Like, it was really good, and just like, it feels like a throwback in a lot of ways to like older horror movies in some spots, which I mean, I love, so.
Sort of like X?
No, not that. Not to where it's such an obvious throwback. And it's like shoving it down your throat and it's trying to look like an old movie. Like, this is like definitely a modern movie with like old horror tropes, but it's like, it's unpredictable too, to where like they don't show hardly anything that does happen in the trailer. So like, I basically went in blind anyway. So like, I didn't know it was going to happen. It was unpredictable, and like, yeah, all the performances were great. It was nice to see Justin Long in a movie again. It's like been forever. I don't know where he's been.
I keep hearing like things about him. Apparently he's like actually just a piece of shit though. Like,
in real life?
Yeah.
Oh.
From what I've heard. And I can't go into detail right now because I don't know all the facts, but if I remember to come back on the next episode or something, well, then I'll let you guys know.
Was it like, it wasn't anything like we're constantly hearing like sexual allegations? It's nothing like that, right?
No, nothing like that. It's just like some stuff he's said or whatever where it seems like he's kind of just a douche. But I mean,
yeah, he's probably a douche, but then again, most actors probably are. I don't know. I don't know, but I guess this isn't really spoiling it, but like, okay, light spoilers for Barbarian, but like,
hey, come on, man.
No, trust me, it's not even, I know you haven't seen it, it's not even like hardly spoiling anything at all. It doesn't really matter, but that would have been ironic if that did happen to him in real life, because in this movie, like the introduction to his character, then he gets like accused for like rape. So like, and that just like hangs over his head the whole movie. I mean, nice. If that would have been a really meta thing to do if like that happened to him in real life and then they just had that happen in the movie. But his character is actually a douche in the movie, so I guess that fits. But I don't know. I like him as an actor.
I mean, I haven't seen him in enough for me to call him like a good actor, honestly. But I mean, he's probably all right. The only things I remember him from are like Drag Me to Hell and that movie. Like, I don't know if you've seen it. Like, it's called Waiting, and it's got like Ryan Reynolds and shit.
Yeah, I have seen Waiting. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I remember him from.
Oh. Yeah, I've seen him in, you haven't seen Tusk, have you?
No.
Okay, I have seen Tusk, and that's a crazy movie too, but yeah, he's in that, and Dodgeball.
Oh yeah, Dodgeball.
Yeah, Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Oh god.
Yeah. Oh, and Jeepers Creepers. I don't know if you've seen Jeepers Creepers, but that was a big moment for him. But yeah, overall, great movie. I hope that you see it so we can fully discuss it maybe, but yeah, it was, like I said, probably in my top 5 of the year at this point. And then, yeah, the next day, then that's when we did our big, like, movie day. Well, we watched, like, 3 movies at least at my place. I guess before you guys came over and we watched those 3 movies, then me and Kath watched Not Okay on Hulu, which was...
that was, like, the last movie I watched before I came over, I think.
Oh, really?
That or Goodbye Dragon Inn, one of them.
Yeah, me and Kath both thought it was just kind of okay. Like, not bad. Not that good.
I think I like it a bit more than you guys, but also there's this one, like, I don't want to spoil it for spoiling too many movies.
I mean,
I think I'm gonna do like a quick movie review segment on it because I have like just enough to say about it. But yeah, okay.
Spoilers for Not Okay.
I wanted it to go like I really wish it had like the balls to like do this. Like I wanted it to go really dark toward the end.
Yeah.
Because there was like this one opportunity for it to go really fucking dark, and I was like, if they take this opportunity, I will respect the fuck out of this movie. But like, you know, when that lady comes to her and like says she's got all the proof and shit, like that she's lying and all that.
Yeah.
Imagine if she like killed her.
No, that's what I thought you were gonna say. Yeah,
like that would have been like so fucking cool. Like it was just
Yeah.
I wanted her to do that because this would have been like such an interesting character after that. I think.
Then it would have really been one of those characters.
Like, how far would you go for social media fame? Like,
yeah,
fuck, man, that would be so cool. It would be like Nightcrawler.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I would have thought too. And that's what I thought was actually gonna happen. Like when she went to the apartment, but yeah, I kind of wish it did too.
They took the real pussy way out, and I was like, fuck, man, come on, no.
But, yeah, and plus by the end, and me and Kath were even I was complaining about this, like how they showed the end of the movie at the beginning. Like, so, okay, the truth came out. That's, and it's like, why did you show us that at the beginning when she was seeing all these bad comments and like crying? And it's like, well, we know she gets caught now.
Yeah, and I thought that was like the lamest opener as well. Just like, all of that, and then she's like, "Be careful what you fucking wish for." And then it's like,
yeah, it was really lame.
It
was just kind of cringy, but I don't know. Overall, I mean, she was good in the movie.
I love Zoe Deutsch. I love her.
She's good.
She's great.
And I mean, everyone was good, but I don't know. I gave it a 3 out of 5.
I like Dylan O'Brien quite a bit, honestly.
In that movie, he's definitely different in that movie.
The sex scene was so fucking funny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was just so uncomfortable.
Yeah, his character was a real kind of piece of shit, though. I mean, they were all, like, everyone in the movie was kind of a piece of shit, to be honest.
That's what I said about it in that first reaction. Like, just, I mean, fuck people like this, but also fuck mob mentality.
Yeah.
Like, I hate both sides.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get what they're going for and what they're trying to say. It was still a decent movie. Definitely not bad.
But it could have been done better.
It could have been a lot better. But then, after that, then you guys came over and then we started our movies, which the first one we watched was Hot Rod, which...
Yeah.
I don't like it as much as you and Chandra. Like, I still think it's pretty good, but I can't give this any more than a 3.5, and even a 3.5 is kind of high for me, honestly. It's just...
Damn.
No, it's... The humor is really hit or miss. Like, the humor is really trying hard at a lot of times, and all the slapstick, like, oh, he crashed again. Like, that's a lot of the humor, like him just getting into wrecks.
I think it might just be like sort of nostalgia because I grew up on that movie sort of, and I just love it still. I think it's just really entertaining.
It's a fun movie to watch with
I
people,
did notice that you were laughing quite a bit at the Babe Wait scene. Like, that's great.
The what? Oh yeah, that was that was my favorite part. Yeah, that was this time around. That was my favorite part. And Will Arnett, that's his name, right? Will Arnett.
Yeah, he's so good.
His character might be my favorite just for how like straight up just douchey he is, and he plays it so good.
I just hit a raccoon. Someone's gonna be so psyched.
His character is my favorite. Yeah.
Miss Sullivan, you chode. I fucking love him.
Yeah, he's the best. Like, yeah.
I mean, I've loved him since like Arrested Development, but in
he's
just so exaggerated.
Yeah, I think I've known him since Arrested Development 2, and everything from that to BoJack Horseman to this, like, yeah, he's always really good.
I would really like to see him in some serious roles, see what he can do.
Yeah, I mean that would be cool.
He does BoJack, which is pretty serious sometimes, but it's voice acting, so.
Let's put him in a Safdie Brothers movie. That's all you have to do. Seriously, take a comedy actor and just throw him in a Safdie Brothers movie, and they can.
Oh yeah.
But. Yeah, I don't know. Overall, it was. I think I would have given it a 3, but the experience of watching it with other people that were laughing too, that does like affect me too. So I kept it at a 3.5.
True.
But yeah. And then after that, then we watched. Which this was the only movie that, like, I was the only one that saw this. Everyone else hasn't. And we watched Darkman, so I was excited about that. Yeah. And
that shit was awesome. I keep thinking about how good that movie is.
Well, I'm glad that, like, everyone liked it. Like, I wasn't sure if everyone was going to like it. Kath said she's going to give it 5 stars, and I'm like, fuck yeah. Like, she loved it. And so, like, Chandra liked it, too. I think she gave it a 3.5 or a 4, which I guess is good enough, but... I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's still 5 stars for me. Maybe it is nostalgia for me too.
It is such exaggerated Sam Raimi.
It is. It is like, I don't know if I would say it's his craziest movie, like in terms of the editing and like the acting, like it's just so fucking wacky. I mean, compared to like the Evil Dead movies, I mean, like Evil Dead 2 is probably just about as crazy.
Yeah, it's very similar to that. If I was gonna compare it to the ones I've seen from him, like it would be Evil Dead 2.
Yeah,
for sure.
just like how insane it is. I don't know, but yeah, this is I don't even know where I would rank it for him. His Spider-Man trilogy is my favorite, but I would probably have this right below it, like at my 4th favorite movie from him. It is so good.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I guess did you like the ending shot?
The ending shot?
Yeah, remember
the
when he's
ending
walking
shot?
off into the crowd of people?
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
that was great, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Spoilers for Darkman.
Oh
It
my
was-
god, come on.
It was Bruce Campbell. Well, no, it wasn't like Bruce Campbell the whole time, but like he has Bruce Campbell's face for some reason. It was like an inside joke between all
Yeah.
of them. And I just still think it's cool that Bruce Campbell like dubbed a lot of lines for Darkman in the movie.
He's a cool dude.
And then after that, we watched Blade, which I think neither you or Kath had seen. Me and Chandra had both seen it.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I keep thinking about that movie and I don't think I like it that much. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Kath liked it that much either, so you're not alone.
I mean, I appreciate how wacky it is, and like I like the whole like 90s vibe it has. Like it's so much of that style, and I love those parts. But it felt really long, and I don't know, some of the like just dialogue parts were like really uninteresting and boring, and I was like, fuck. And I mean, the CGI is pretty fucking bad at some points.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair, and like that's an easy argument to make, but I mean, fuck, like sometimes it's just like I can't take this seriously at all.
Yeah. A lot of the movie is pretty dry, like it is, but at the same time, like when it's not dry, then it's really entertaining. Like all the action scenes hold it up so much for me, and just like I just think Blade is such a cool character, and for me maybe
He's
it
cool,
is
yeah.
also kind of nostalgia because I do remember watching it when I was really young, but I still think it has like Chandra said, one of the best like opening scenes to an action comic book
I love
movie.
the
Like,
opening. Yeah, the opening was great.
that was probably the best scene in the movie. I still have it at a 4.5 out of 5, which is probably pretty high, but I mean, like I said, it's a lot of things that hold it up for me, I guess. But
I'm definitely doing a letterboxd only review of it. I don't have much to say at all, but yeah. It's good in parts, but yeah.
I think coming off of Darkman, then I was like, it's definitely a shift in tone because we went from watching that to watching Blade, and yeah, I just wanted more like levity, I guess. And then, I guess I didn't talk about this. This was another one that only me and Kath watched together, and we didn't finish it until after everybody left. But there was that movie on Hulu called On the Count of Three with Christopher Abbott and the other guy. I haven't seen him in much. His name's like Jared Carmichael, but that movie was fucking incredible. For anybody that hasn't seen it, they need to watch it because
It's been one of my most anticipated of the year, easily. Like I really want to see it.
it's just like everything from the characters to the writing. Like it's dark and it's like sad, but it's so fucking hilarious at the same time. Like me and Kath were laughing out loud so much throughout the movie because it is such not dry humor, but just like I don't even know how to describe it. It's like dark humor, but it is written so well. I can't think of anything bad about the movie, so I gave it 5 stars. And so it might actually be my favorite movie of 2021, like looking back, because I didn't give many.
Wait, 2021?
That it's technically, it said on Letterboxd, it says 2021. I guess it technically came out in 2021, and that's what it says on Google too when I look it up. It says the release date was, but then again, it says May 13th, 2022 for the release date here.
It was like only released at a film festival in 29th of January 2021.
I fucking hate when they
It
do
was
that.
released on the internet a year and 4 months later.
Oh, I hate when they do that
So-
because then it's like, do I include it in my 2022 ranking or do I?
It would have to be, it's 2022 in my eyes. Like,
Well-
unless you went to the United States Sundance Film Festival on the 29th of January in 2021.
I guess if that's the case, then shit. It's like it's right behind the Northman. That screws up my whole list. Oh man. Oh well, whatever.
I mean, yeah, I hate when they do that too. It's
Yeah.
annoying.
Well, I guess okay. If that's the case, then On the Count of Three is easily in my top 2 of the year. So yeah.
Wow.
It was that good. Like, I loved it that much. And then the next day, then randomly, because we didn't know what to watch, then you, me, and Kath just watched all the Cornetto trilogy.
Yeah.
The whole trilogy.
That was great.
Yeah. They were just like the perfect movies to throw on.
I love those movies. It was great rewatching them.
Yeah. Shaun of the Dead is still my favorite, and that's just because it's the one that I saw first. It's the one I've seen the most. It's the one I've seen the most when I was young. So it just, like, you know, nostalgia, memories, and like I've seen it so many times. Like, it is always going to be my favorite.
They are all 5 stars.
Yeah, they're all
5 stars.
This time around. Yeah, the like Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead have been 5 stars for me for a while, but The World's End was always 4.5, and I was just like, this time around, I gave it a 5. Like, there's really nothing much I can say bad about it. The only thing I didn't like maybe was like, I still don't really like the ending. Like the very end when it's like the post-apocalyptic whatever, and like he's going around with like the group of like, oh, this is fucking spoiling it. So okay, overall, before I spoil it, Cornetto trilogy, it's fucking perfect. All of them are. So I mean, just watch them, and yeah.
Spoilers for The World's End.
Is that what, yeah. I always get it confused. I always think I'm saying At World's End, which is Pirates of the Caribbean. Am I the only one that does that?
Maybe.
Yeah, I just don't like the ending when he's going around with that gang of like robots. Like, what? I just don't like that, you know? It's just really weird.
I mean, it is just like a wacky like ending or whatever, but like I'm fine with it. Mm-hmm. I just love that movie. I love everything about it.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't stop me this time, from giving it 5 stars. So I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
I love Gary King. He's my man.
Yeah, he is a character. Like, I do like how each of Simon Pegg's characters in these 3 movies are so different from each other.
Yeah.
They're all just so different. For me, the relatable one is Shaun of the Dead. Like, I relate more to Shaun of the Dead's character than I do Gary King's. I don't know why. Like, he just works like a boring job. You know, he's lives such a simple life. He just sits on the couch or like goes to the bar, and like, so I relate a lot more to his character. But yeah.
I mean, I've explained why I relate to Gary King. We don't have to get into all that.
Yeah, we don't have to dampen the mood with your yeah. Oh yeah, and I guess Shaun of the Dead's ending I never really liked that much either, but like, just how
Spoilers for Shaun of the Dead.
Shit, we're spoiling just spoilers for the whole trilogy. Just how fucking, what's his name in the movie? Oh, Nick Frost's character. I'm blanking on his name.
Oh, Ed.
Yeah, how Ed gets turned into a zombie, and then he keeps him out in the shed. And it makes, I mean, I love all the foreshadowing, like how Shaun's roommate, oh my god, yet again I'm blanking on his fucking name. What the hell was it?
Oh, Pete.
And
that might be like named after the actor as well, because his name is Peter Serafinowicz.
Oh. But like how Pete, like, remember when they're doing like their disco, like, or their electronic dance after, yeah, that's one of my favorite parts. That is my favorite scene in the movie, actually, when Pete comes in and he throws the record away, and then he's like, it's 4 in the fucking morning. And then he's like, Shaun's like, it's Saturday. No, it's not. It's fucking Sunday. And I have to go to fucking work in 4 fucking hours because every other fucker in my fucking department is fucking ill. Now can't you see why I'm so fucking angry? Like, just, that's the best fucking part.
My favorite line in that is just, it's not hip hop. It's electro, prick.
Yeah. But I guess the point, or what I was about to say, was like, I love the foreshadowing to where like Pete says to Ed, like, go live in the shed, you fuck, or whatever he says, and he ends up living in the shed. So like, there's so much. And then how like Ed's like, next time I see him, he's dead, and like, he is literally dead next time he sees him. So just the writing is so good. So like, I've noticed that so much with Shaun of the Dead in particular, how all of the writing is so clever and it foreshadows everything that's gonna happen. But I just don't like, it just makes me like, it's just a depressing ending how Ed's a zombie living out in the shed and Shaun still plays video games with him. It's just sad. And it's like the whole, I don't know. It's still my favorite.
Favorite is still The World's End for me, but I do love all of them. Yeah,
it is perfect. It is a perfect trilogy.
I love that one bit where like Nick Frost actually gets like full on drunk and shit, and like he's like trying to explain like what they're about to do next, and he's like, we're basically just gonna go to the bar because nobody has any other ideas, so fuck it. And then he puts his arm through like some glass.
Yeah.
He's just like, I love how shit-faced they get like the more the movie goes on.
That is hilarious. Yeah.
It's such a cool concept, like just how drunk they get like as the movie goes on.
Mm-hmm. Well, they did a good job pretending to be drunk, unless they were actually drunk, but I'm assuming they weren't.
I don't think so.
Yeah, but they did a good job acting drunk.
And there's some really like good like emotional moments in that movie for some reason, but yeah. Like that one whole thing with like the guy that like bullied that guy when he was in school and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like that, there's that one bit where it's just such a fucking sad line. Like, you know, it's not the fact that he, you know, bullied me and like did all this terrible shit to me. It's the fact that right then he didn't even recognize me.
Yeah,
like that's just so fucking sad. Oh my god.
That was sad. He was my favorite character in the movie, probably. He just, something about him was hilarious.
He is great, yeah.
I don't know.
You have to watch Tyrannosaur because he is scary in that movie.
Really?
Yeah. He's a great actor. I want to see more from him.
Yeah, me too. Speaking of scary, the last movie that we watched, it was just you and me.
Oh, yeah.
We have to discuss it.
Yeah.
People have been wanting us to discuss it. I've actually had somebody message saying, like, are you guys going to talk about it on the podcast? So we have to.
Well, yep.
Yeah, but I guess the day that I had to drop Kath and Liam off at the airport, then, which I was already, like, fucking sad, or, like, just not in a good mood after that.
And I was hungover and sick.
Yeah, Liam was hungover and sick. I was, like,
I went
depressed.
into a bathroom to throw up right before the movie. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
and then we had that terrible meal as well afterwards.
Oh yeah, I know. It was just a terrible, honestly, not a good day at all.
No.
But yeah, so Liam was hungover and sick, and I was depressed because I just said bye to Kath. So we both, and then we go to the theater because we have like 5 hours to kill, and I decide to have us go see Pearl. So it was just not a good combination of a lot of things.
Yeah, I keep thinking about that more, and the more I think about it, I fucking hate it.
Oh, the movie?
Yeah.
I thought you said, because at first you said that wasn't that bad, and you think you liked it more than X.
I don't think I said I liked it more than X. I think I just said...
I thought you said that wasn't that bad.
I said it wasn't that bad just because, like, it's... I don't know, it's not as up itself as X is, but then I keep thinking about it more, and I'm just like, I'd rather it do the same thing as X than be this fucking boring and generic. It's so lame.
I think it relies a lot on its style. Like, it's throwing back to, like, they literally had, like, the cast watch, like, Wizard of Oz and stuff like that before it to get them in the mindset of this, because it's, like, throwing back to movies like that, like the Technicolor, old-fashioned, golden age of Hollywood. Like, that's what he was going for. Everything from the look to the
golden
editing.
age of having sex with a scarecrow.
Yeah, that was... Well, hey, spoilers now.
I don't know. That's not a spoiler.
I think that... I wasn't expecting that. I don't know. It's a light spoiler, I guess. We didn't... Yeah, but I don't even know where to start. Like, the good things about it is that Mia Goth actually... She gave a good performance. Even though I hated her performance in X, I thought it was annoying. Like, her character in that. But her character here is... It was... played better. I don't know, everyone does a decent job, I guess, acting, even though I think it's gimmicky and like all the whole like thing trying to capture a certain style of film or like throw back to this certain era of film. I just think it's gimmicky and just whatever. Like it I guess I can appreciate how he tried to do that, or like it kind of at times did feel like an old movie.
Yeah, but it's just so uninteresting.
Yeah, it was just
everything
really...
going on. I'm just like, I don't fucking care, dude. Mm-hmm. I really don't.
Yeah, like unless you're really invested in like Mia Goth or like, you know, her character, then you're just not going to care at all about what's happening because it is all focused around just her character.
And it felt super long as well.
Yeah, even though it wasn't like, I guess it was about 2 hours, wasn't it? Oh, it's 102 minutes, so that's only like an hour 40 something. So, and it felt long.
It felt really long, and there's only like 2 locations in the movie basically, so it's really dull.
Yeah.
I mean, the one scene that I really did like was just where she went on that big like speech, and it was like actually really good acting. Like I love that scene, but everything else I'm just like,
That's, and I've heard a lot of people say that actually, like by the time, like, cause she has a really long monologue and yeah, it was good acting, but like until that scene rolled around, a lot of people weren't sure if they liked it, but then they were like, oh no, this is like great. But I mean, one scene shouldn't like save an entire movie.
Yeah,
but
no, it just doesn't.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, and I even told you because I was like really tired. Like I was actually dozing off for a little bit. Like I was only for that scene for some reason. Like I saw the beginning of that scene where she kept going on talking, and I knew it was good. But then like my eyes just were closing, and then I like woke back up, and she was still talking, and it's been like minutes, and I'm like, holy shit, she's still talking. Yeah. Like it was a long monologue.
And I despise the credits. I despise the credits so much. I cannot put it into words. And people keep posting it, and I'm like, stop. It's triggering me. Fuck.
It's just, yeah, I don't know what the hell they're trying to do with that. I don't even know. Yeah, they're trying to be like iconic and like disturbing. And it's like, yeah, it is disturbing, but not like fully in the way you want it to be. I don't know. It's just fucking weird.
And just like the context of like the scene where that happens, it's like she would not be standing there for that long just doing that.
Well, I mean, I guess she probably would because she's fucking nuts by the end of the movie. So like, yeah, that's the weirdest part of the movie. Which, okay, yeah.
Spoilers for Pearl.
Yeah, by the end, because like her husband comes back after she killed all these people, and her parents are like sitting at the dinner table like they're dead bodies, right? That's what happened?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, yeah. I just think it's hilarious though that this guy comes back and walks in and sees like these dead people, and then his crazy wife just smiling for minutes and like crying, and like he still sticks around. Like he still stays with her because they're the old couple in X. So I mean, that's loyalty right there.
Yep.
Just yeah.
Maybe the dude was just really horny after a long time in the army. I don't know.
Probably,
He's like, fuck it. I don't care if she's crazy. Just let's go upstairs.
Yeah, that's, I guess. But I don't know.
The things men will do for some ass.
Yeah, that's Pearl.
It sucks, I think. But, yeah.
I mean, you haven't rated it yet, I guess. But
I'm leaning towards a 2 out of 10.
A 2 out of 10. Yeah, that'd be a 1 star. Yeah. I gave it a 2.5 out of 5, so I guess like that's much higher than yours. Like I said, I appreciate like a lot of technical stuff. I do appreciate, and like I appreciate the performances and all that. But like for me, it is just the story that's my least favorite part. So like. I mean, if I'm just not invested in the characters or whatever, like, and it's so damn slow that you have to be.
I mean, you can have like a piece of shit wrapped in a pretty like paper or whatever, or like with a pretty bow on top of it, but it's still a piece of shit.
Yeah, it's exactly, yeah. I mean, on the surface, the movie looks really good, but there's not much going on that like keeps me interested.
I gave X like a 4 out of 10, and I will probably stick by that because at least it was entertaining. It moved faster, like slightly entertaining, and it moved faster. Like the thing that pissed me off the most about it was just like how much it was trying to be iconic and just all that kind of shit. But Pearl was so much more of that, and it was so much more boring. X at least moved fast-ish.
Yeah, X did move faster until. Once like people started getting killed and shit, then it started moving faster. But that was also my issue with X, was that it did move so slow. Like with the first like third of the movie or half of the movie, that like shit doesn't really go down until like the second half. Like it does really
at least feel like the plot is more interesting than Pearl though. Like Pearl is just like, I want to be a dancer. That's it.
Yeah, but X is just, I want to be a porn star. So like, what's the difference? You know. I mean,
I guess.
I don't know. I mean, X's plot isn't like... I thought X's plot was really weak, too. This group of sleazy people just, like, going to shack up at, like, some old person's shed or wherever the fuck they were, their outhouse. Or no, not their house. They're, like, wherever they were, the building by their house, just to shoot pornos. And it's, like... I just didn't care. I didn't like the characters.
It's uninteresting, but, like... Yeah. In comparison with Pearl, I think it's better.
I at least appreciate that Pearl is trying to be like a character piece while X was just a slasher movie. I kind of appreciate that. Like it's, because by the beginning of the movie, Pearl is a very different person than she is by the end. Like she pretty much goes fucking crazy. Like I can appreciate it, but the way they did it was kind of uninteresting, or it could have been done better.
The axe kill was the dumbest shit ever. Like, run faster, you dumb bitch. Oh my god. Fuck.
That and just like
that made me mad. I was just like, why are you running that slow? Why? You're about to get killed with a fucking axe. You would run faster.
Maybe she had like high heels on. I didn't see. Did she have like...
Then take them off, you dumb motherfucker. Oh my god. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
If she ran faster, like maybe she would have tried like an axe throw or something, but you know, what are the chances, Take your chances and fucking leg it.
Yeah, the kills in Pearl and X, to be honest, in my opinion, they were all just really like lackluster, just really basic. Like,
anyway, hype for Max XX scene.
Oh god.
I guess.
Well, we have to watch it at this point. I mean, we've seen the first two. We have to watch this trilogy.
I'll of course watch it, but it's just like, this is the most uninteresting shit.
It really is. I think people are only raving about it. Half of it is because Mia Goth is becoming such a, she's getting like such a big fan base now. Mia Goth is.
I mean, I think she deserves it because she has put in quite a lot of time into acting, and I've always appreciated her, but I mean, yeah, these aren't her best at all.
No, they're not, but a lot of people are saying that it's her best, which is, I don't agree. How do you feel that this is technically A24's first franchise?
Yeah, they could have picked something better. They
could have.
Fuck, man.
Yeah. But that was the last movie that you watched with me in person, so not the most fitting. It was fitting, but not fitting at the same time. Yeah, it would have been one better to watch at some point in the middle of the trip, not our last movie before you had to go to the airport. Fucking
that
Pearl.
should have been The World's End.
Yeah, it should have been. It really should have been The World's End, but we had to watch something, and I don't even know what else was in theaters. There was hardly anything left in theaters. I guess I could have rewatched Barbarian, but
it would have reminded you of Kath, and you would have got
exactly. And then it would have been fucking sad. So, but it's gonna be, and I'm gonna rewatch it here because we just got it at our theater here. So I'm gonna eventually see here. But yeah, so I'm gonna be reminded no matter what.
I have some other little mini things if you want to use those to wrap it up a bit.
Sure.
We had a lot of good food.
Yeah, it was.
I am deeply obsessed with buffalo sauce now. And the thing is, like, I was looking in stores over here. I don't think we sell buffalo sauce.
Really?
I don't think we even have it. Like, I must have had it like before in my life or whatever, but like never that much. And now I'm obsessed with it, and I crave those fucking wings every day of my life. Oh my god. And Chandra, if you're listening, I hate you. She sent me like a Snapchat the other day of her like eating the wings like really shittily. Like she just kept like eating them and like, making dumb faces at me, and I'm like, you bitch. God damn it. I miss those so much.
It is really good. I mean, I don't know, I take it for granted, so I mean, I'm not like as excited about it as you are, but
yeah, I know, but you have no idea how lucky you are.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't know you guys didn't really have it there.
I'll look more, and maybe I'll find.
Maybe you'll find something. Yeah, maybe it's not called buffalo sauce. Maybe it's called something else.
At this point, I would drink it straight from the bottle. I'm obsessed.
Jeez. Yeah, it is. I mean, yeah, it is really freaking good. But yeah, we spent a lot of money at a lot of restaurants. That's for sure.
There was some just really good food there. It says Quinn's birthday. How was your birthday?
Oh, yeah, we can quick talk about that. My birthday was on the 18th, but we celebrated it like a few days early. But everybody there, you, Julia, Kath, Chandra, you guys all planned a surprise birthday party, which the theme was He's Literally Me. So, I mean, yeah, it was only fitting. So, yeah, that was really cool. Like I said, it was the best birthday I ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
Best you ever had?
Yeah, best I ever had. I mean, maybe it's not saying much. I just feel like I haven't had that many memorable... I've had memorable birthdays, but not like that. I've never had a surprise party thrown for me.
That's adorable.
Well, it's true. I mean, I don't know. Like, everyone dressed up, and the whole apartment was, like, decorated, and we even had a big bowl of sangria with Climax playing on in the background. It was literally, like, fucking... It was just... Yeah, it was great.
I'm glad we could do that for you.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm glad too. I wish we took more pictures. That's all I wish. I wish that we got like a big picture. I don't know how we didn't
We
do
got
that.
plenty of people with the mustache on.
Well, yeah, but
I love your J. Jonah Jameson impression. Holy fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, that was funny.
Parker!
Yeah, it was a really good time. I just didn't want the night to end.
It was a really good night, yeah.
It was. Yeah, so I guess that might have been my favorite night, probably. Like, it is hard to pick. We had a lot of fun nights. So that was probably my favorite.
I don't think I appreciated how much like fun I was having in the moment sometimes, but yeah, like just being here now, like I look back and I'm just like, oh God, I want to be there again.
Oh, I know.
It's amazing.
I knew that would happen to me too. Like after I dropped all you guys off at the airport and then went back to my apartment and then just like sat down on the couch and everything was quiet and it's just me there. It's really fucking depressing. Like,
yeah,
it's really, because I'm like, damn, we were just like partying and watching movies and like had all these people here, and now it's just me and my cats for the foreseeable future. Like, yeah.
I mean, I just had to endure more shitty flights, which I fucking hate. Oh my God.
Yeah, but it was a fun time. I'm still, just, it's still crazy that it even happened. It's still crazy that it actually happened.
It really is. Filmstagram makes magic. I did just have one more thing, but just about the fact that we're both in the long distance game, basically.
Oh God, we're talking about that? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, for the listeners, the female listeners in particular, I am taken now. Stop sending me all these messages about how sexy my voice is. All that
you don't
shit.
get those, do you?
No.
Yeah.
No, I do not. But it was nice to think that way for a second.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Elaborate.
We're both doing long distance. Because while I was over there, I mean, we'd been talking for quite a while and all that stuff. We all met up, and I finally met Julia, and one thing led to another, and yeah. Now we're doing long distance, and me and Quinn are basically the same person.
Pretty much, like even more the same fucking person. Like, it's just, why are there so many similarities? I mean, we're both doing long distance relationships, like, because I mean, Kath visited here in May, so I had already met up with her before, but that's when like we figured all that out, and then she came here for a second time, and it just was even more set in stone. So yeah. I think my Kath is only an hour ahead of me. Like, she lives in Canada, I'm in the US, but your situation's probably a lot harder to figure out, or it's a lot farther.
You're 13 hours behind me, but Seattle is 15 hours behind me.
Oh, damn.
So it's a bit rough, but yeah. I mean, I should also say this as well, because I mean, things are actually in motion now, but I think I'm moving to America. I think it's happening. Like, it's actually gonna happen.
This is like a big thing. So I mean, are you sure?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what's. Apparently, I'm not in the loop. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm not living over here. I'm not living. The trip made me realize that, and I would rather be amongst people that I love and want to be around. So, I'd like to see what me and Julia can make of all that, and it'll be easier to visit you guys, of course, as well.
True.
So yeah, I need to do it. I need to. I'm not living here.
Yeah.
So things are happening, but I'll probably talk more about that to you like off the podcast. But yeah. For those listening, I'm planning on moving, and yeah, me and Quinn are both doing long distance, and it sucks.
So a lot has changed, a lot's happened. So yeah,
that trip just changed me. It, like I said on my story a few times, I think, but like, it made me realize I was needed by people. Like, I just haven't felt that good in a long time.
Well, I'm glad that you got.
I'm not gonna cry, damn it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, don't cry. But
no.
Yeah, I'm glad that I think everyone got something out of it. I think everyone did.
Yeah.
Yep. Overall, it was a great trip. And oh shit, I really should start. We should wrap this up. I have 20 minutes. Yeah. I didn't think it'd be cutting it this close.
Yeah, I mean, we went on about movies for a bit long, I think, but this is a decent enough recording time anyway.
Yeah, it is. So yeah.
Quinn has to go to work, everyone. So.
Yeah, I have to go to work. So as always, you can find me on Instagram and Letterboxd and all the social medias at Views by Quinn.
You can find the link tree and shit. It has all my shit, like Instagram, YouTube, Letterboxd, Serialized, Music Board, whatever. All under Movies, Music, Me. Yeah. That's about it, I guess. Please don't forget to rate us on Spotify if you are listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, whichever. It helps us a lot, and we love you for it. So do it.
Yeah. And so with that being said, I think we've covered everything. Thanks for listening, and peace out, bitches!
That was
a
nice
longer one. Oh, time to go to work. Damn it.
All right.
It's 4 in the fucking morning.